Tell us a little about Gainesville Regional Utilities.
Well, Gainesville Regional Utilities, GRU, we're in Gainesville, Florida, north central Florida, home of the Florida Gators. We're a multi-service municipal utility. We're mid-size. We have about 97,000 customers, and we provide electric, water, wastewater, gas, and some broadband.
Tell me a little bit about your background and role with Gainesville Regional Utilities.
So currently I'm the Chief Customer Officer. I've been at GRU for, it's getting close to 26 years. I started in the water department digging ditches and worked my way through the organization. So I was able to get a good flavor of the operational side, got my feet wet in customer service in the call center for a few years, and then I went to the energy efficiency side and did that for probably about half of my career. And then I've recently come over to executive management, and that's where I'm at now. So very exciting.
What are you seeing as the major changes in your customer expectations?
Our customer expectations, baseline pretty much anymore, is turn on the switch, the lights are on, turn on the faucet, the water comes out. They really don't think about us at all unless it's not there. So the customer experience piece is really being driven by other interactions they have with other people, like the Amazons and the Googles. And they come to expect that from every interaction they have, whether it's Publix for groceries or the utility company. So that has really been challenging for us to try to meet that expectation with being a utility company that's traditionally very conservative and a little bit behind the times.
How are these changes impacting your strategic initiatives?
We're working right now on updating our IVR system, our integrated voice response system. We're hoping that it would help us in the contact center by providing that pop-up to the agent as soon as the call comes in. The system can identify who the customer is and just shorten that call that much better. But so we have that going on right now. We have a bill pay and presentment RFP that's out there that we're hoping going to be making a selection here in the next several days. That'll allow us to have a better web experience and payment experience and e-bill experience for our customers. We have a lot of different systems that are just sort of spackled together, and we want a nice, consistent experience for the customer across all channels. So those are two, and then the big one that's coming up, actually two, is our billing system replacement. We have a billing system that's 12 years old, and we are really trying to replace that, and it's very costly. And then we also have AMI initiative going on right now too.
How are you building the business case for a major project like CIS?
Yes, very carefully, and it's funny because, well, it's not funny. The challenge is you have to, one, sell your executive management, the C-suite, and then once you have that done, then you've got to sell the city commission. Again, we're a municipal utility, so we have to convince several different people, key stakeholders, in approving a multi-million-dollar investment. So part of that is just also the technology and the age of the technology. It's easy to make a point to the city commission that, hey, we have something that's just limping along. If something were to happen, you're going to get all sorts of calls, and so are we, and we don't want that to happen. So before that comes to a critical point, we want to replace our system that's out of date and out of support. So our city commissioners are very in tune to what a good experience looks like. They tell us all the time, well, why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? Well, more oftentimes than not, we can't do it because we've got an old, rigid billing system that I cannot make those tweaks to, so we can enhance that experience. Another thing on their plate is the AMI project, and they want to have all those benefits for AMI, and for good, bad, or indifferent, it helps my case with the CIS project because the customer won't realize those AMI benefits until I have a billing system that's able to capitalize on them. So it's easy to make an operational money case for AMI, but we also want the customers to benefit from that too. One of the things for key implementations like a billing system is you want to put your A players on the project. Well, obviously that's going to take a hit in wherever business unit they come from. So we're very keen on backfilling at the lower levels, giving folks an opportunity to step up into those areas where the A players are coming from. They learn something and potentially kickstart their progression through the organization. And then our A players, whether they come back to their home base or not, they are helping us get to that next level of success in the billing system.
It's clear you have a passion for customer service. What drives that?
So my passion for customer service is really helping solving problems, making things easier. More so now at the level I'm at, though, my passion is breaking down the barriers so my folks can do that. I see myself as a champion for them, keeping their work environment exciting, positive. Positivity's, it's key, especially in a contact center. It's not a lot of great things come into that contact center, and the more positive you can make that environment, the better. So I'm a champion for my folks. I'm a barrier. I break down the barrier for them so they can provide the best service possible for our customers.
What do you think is key to building the support that's required for the major investments you have to make for your customer systems?
So we have been dealing with, a 12-year-old system. It was clunky to begin with. It's even more clunky now, especially when you're trying to meet that customer expectations. When I walk through my contact center, my agents have 3 terminals or 3 screens up, and they have 5 or 6 different applications up just to be able to handle those customers. So I have 3 key outcomes of this system. I want it to be intuitive, I want it to be flexible, and I want it to be sustainable. Intuitive such that it doesn't take me 6 weeks to train my agents. I want to be able to, place them in front of something and have them intuitively work through it. We don't teach our customers how to turn on, turn off on the web. It's intuitive. So that tool has to be like that. Flexible, I want to be able to change with the times and really be nimble enough to get to that next best channel that's coming on. And capitalize on AI and machine learning and things of that nature, predictive analytics. And then sustainable, I want it to be something that's a long-term investment for us that does not go ancient the day you turn the switch on. I want it to continue to be sustainable through its expected life.